Attack the enemy! Victory is ours!
Hello everybody, welcome back. It's another Monday War Thunder video, and as you can see by the title there, gonna score a bit of research points with my Sheridan here in a domination map on Sinai. I wasn't entirely too excited to get Sinai, especially when I looked at the teams and saw that it's the Germans and the Russians. And that means an awful lot of ATGMs coming. But it ends up being okay. There actually didn't seem to be quite as much ATGM hell going on as I expected there to be, so I guess that ends up being alright. Anyway, today is Memorial Day in the United States, and I debated making a video specific to Memorial Day. Instead, I thought I'm just going to do this video for today, and next year I'm going to take the time to make a well done out longer video about Memorial Day and what Memorial Day means to me. And you'll see why next year. For now, we'll just leave it at that and go back to this video. So I know the path from either of the western spawns when you get a domination map. I know the path to get to the B point pretty easily and usually fast enough to capture it and get there before the enemy most of the time. Depending which vehicle, of course, but I did some checks up in the hills there to watch out for any enemies with rocket tanks up on the those first few approaches there. Didn't see anything yet. Moving semi-cautiously up to the B point because it can be a dangerous spot off to the that little opening to the left there, right there. Wasn't anybody present, so I'm going to push in. It's more likely somebody's going to be up here in these hills. Rocket tank or even a some sort of sniper-y kind of tank. Now they had taken the A point, so we're going to dump some artillery on it, see if we can't hit somebody and point out where they are with the artillery while we capture the B point. And a little sweep around. Still nothing doing. No enemies in sight anywhere. Gonna push in towards the A point. We've got C fairly well covered. And then this guy comes out of nowhere, which I'm pretty sure is the one who captured the A point, because there really wasn't anything else. And with the artillery I fired in, he probably would have bailed out of the A point in a big hurry. So there's a mouse mark, but he's marked all the way out at C, and even though I could deal with a mouse fairly well with my shillelagh missiles, I'm going to continue on to the A point and see if I can't take it away from them, because a mouse isn't going to get to anywhere quickly on this map, anywhere at all. So I'm kind of sneaky moving in towards the A point, trying to figure out exactly what else is here. If it wasn't just that AAA. I thought the A point should be empty, but then when I get into the A point myself, obviously there's somebody here, including my own friendly, so I'm looking around to see if I can possibly spot who's here. And then he fires, and there's the smoke, and there's a giveaway, so somebody's over here. So that's what's over there. That leopard up on the hill gets taken out. I probably wouldn't have seen him, but I don't think he would have had a great position to shoot at me until I would have come out in the open right here, maybe. But at any rate, he's knocked out and destroyed. And I'm going to move up here on... There he is. You can see him around that rock. For whatever reason, he was looking away from me. Now, I probably should have shot him in the turret instead of in the front there. But I did take out his driver, so I guess there's that. He's stuck there, which is bad news for a leopard. If you can't drive in a leopard, that's very bad. So I dropped artillery right on him, which also, if you're in a Sheridan, that's also bad news. But then I got, somehow, a very ammunition explodey shot on him. from a pretty weird, straight-on oblique-ish kind of angle, but hey, whatever works, I guess. So, now you can see all the way there in the background, there is Kugelblitz spraying a lot of AAA up in the air, and you can't really see him in between here, even though I know I should be able to see him. And also, even though I know this is like a shot into somebody's spawn, I felt a little bad about it, but there's one thing you can do with ATGMs over longer distances. Basically, like that movie Wanted, you can curve the missile around a building like I did there. Fire it off to the side and then steer it back onto target. Now, yeah, this Kugelblitz is dead inside their spawn, as you'll see when I hit him here in a moment. But a Kugelblitz can easily wipe out an M551 and from quite a long distance, so I feel bad. It was a really cheap, terrible kill on the guy, but, well, he was shooting at our guys. So, sometimes you just gotta take the enemies out when you can see them. I don't like shooting people in the enemy spawn. I think it's extremely cheap, and I think it's a really poor form of gameplay, but sometimes you gotta do it. He wasn't moving, which doesn't excuse it, but a Kugelblitz that's out in the open shooting at your team, I guess you gotta take him out. So we're gonna roll back into the B point for what will end up being the third capture. And try to keep my eye on that Horton there, because he is certainly bad news for an M551. The mouse has been eliminated, so no longer a concern for my anti-tank guided missiles, which I would have happily used. Get our third capture of the battle. The new enemy air has identified and brought himself into the picture. And it's an ME-109, and he's got gun pods on. So I got a little bit too wobbly with my anti-tank missile there, or my anti-air missile. Gave up on it and went back to firing machine guns at him. Didn't quite get good hits on him, but I was kind of driving at the same time. Now he comes on, and thankfully he drops his bombs a bit long there, which was good, because that probably would have done some damage to me. Now, as you can see, I actually haven't taken any damage this entire battle so far, which is just insane in a Sheridan. Got a pretty good hit on his engine there, although I think it must have been his oil because it didn't actually tell me what his crit was. But if you look at his airplane right there, I'm pretty sure I either critted his water or his oil. So he's going to roll in and come back in against me again. Get a hit on him right at the last second as he runs into the ground. And speaking of cheap kills, hey, an air kill is an air kill, I guess. Now this was kind of funny. You actually catch the Horton moving into land and try to just steer my missile in beyond him, but it's only got a certain distance. It's just not going to make it all the way to the enemy, so now there's a T-10 somewhere around here that I can't tell exactly where he is, that just knocked out our M60 there. And they're taking the they have already taken the A point, and now they're taking the C point away from us, so there's still some business to be done here. And now they're taking the A point again. So definitely need to move in and do something about it here. So the T-10 that killed our M60 was just taken out by an F6, F5. So he's no longer an issue. I'm going to roll in on the A point here, see what I can do about the enemy, and we can see that he just fired, so there he is. He's rather obviously right here on the other side of this stone wall here. So we're going to bust through, get him a good missile shot right in the back of his turret, which naturally doesn't kill him. And then a moment later, before he can really do anything or repair, and before I can even get in there to put another shot into him, of course, my tank crunches a wall and comes to a dead complete stop. He gets wiped out by a P-80 with some rockets. And that's that. And I'm capturing A again, which is going to end up being my 4th capture of this battle. And as you can see, the tickets are getting down a bit low for the enemy team. And that's where he backed away to try and repair before he got rocketed out. It's a good strike by the P-80 there. So only 2 enemies left total in the battle right now. My teammates just took C. Well done there. And it's going to be a race to get the zone capture or the enemy running out of tickets. The zone capture wins out. And now I'm just driving around looking for any other enemies to fire at, and we're just going to run out of tickets in the meantime while we're waiting. So, not too bad of a battle, and the results were even better. So there's the end screen. Actually a 2nd place, which is kind of funny. And here we come to the end results. 12,443 vehicle research. And 9,646 mod research, which is even pretty good, although my Sheridan was actually spaded at the end of this battle. It doesn't show it, but that's actually what happened. There's the kill readout there. A couple of cheap kills at the end for sure, but so much, yeah. Still counts, is what I was trying to say. That's it. That's all. Like I said, I'll make a Memorial Day video next year for Memorial Day. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like if you haven't already done so. And I hope you guys have an enjoyable Memorial Day, and we'll see you next time.